We're going to start today doing some ankle sway exercises, some standing exercises. This is really the heart of the program. We're going to be moving our center of balance vertically in all directions. I want to remind you to work to your own ability. If you need to take a break, take a break. If you need to use your chair, you can position your chair in front of you so that you feel you have a little security. You can position your chair next to you. If you need to use your chair over here, you want to grab it for a little bit of balance. I'm not going to use my chair, but I want to remind you, work to your own ability. Use the chair if you need the chair. A little bit about your body. Movement comes from the hips, so we're going to move our hips. So just a little demonstration here. If you cross your arms in front of you like this, you're going to see my shirt. My arms are crossed in front of me. So if I turn my upper body, you can see how my shirt moves. I'm turning my upper back. If I turn my hips, you can see that my shirt moves. If I keep my hips and my shoulders together and move them together, you can see that my shirt doesn't move. So I'm moving my hips and shoulders together like a box. So this is where the movement comes from. The movement comes from the hip area. We're not moving the upper body, we're moving our hips. Every step that we take, our hip comes forward. Heel comes up, hip comes forward. So this is the movement. Movement comes from the hips. Your ankles are your first defense against falling. Proprioceptive, I'm standing. I can tell if I'm on wet ground, dry ground, if the leaves underneath me, if rocks are underneath me. So my ankle is telling me what's happening, my first defense against falling. My second defense against falling is my toes. If I start to go, I'm leaning forward, you can see it's very subtle. I'm coming forward, my toes will stop me. I can pull myself back to center. So in this section, we're going to give you strategies to help to catch yourself if you start to fall. Working the muscles and tissues around the ankle. They have to be strong enough, all those muscles have to be strong enough to hold the joint in place. So let's build a foundation. We're going to start from our feet. In position, toes are pointed forward. You want to think about toes are being on the floor, toes rooting into the floor. So remember your breathing, inhaling away from center, exhaling back to center. Let's just get those toes in position. So feet are flat on the floor. As I'm coming forward, I'm bringing my hips forward. My weight comes over the ball of the foot. It comes over the toes. So now my toes are pressing into the floor, nice and tight. Exhaling back to center. Let's do that one more time. Feel your weight come to the balls of your feet. Feel your weight come onto your toes. So now your toes are holding you. You can feel all the muscles and tissue around the ankle are working, and take it back to center. So toes stay on the ground, nice and rooted. Outside edge of the foot's on the ground, back of the heel's on the ground. You're pushing everything into the floor, planting yourself into the floor so the arch of foot is just supporting yourself. Hips, knees, bring those knees up. Exhale, little baby bend in the knees. One more time. Inhale, straighten yourself up. Exhale, little baby bend in the knees. So you want to keep a little bend in the knees. Nice, soft little stretch in the knees. Now, I don't know if you can see these pants, but when you unlock your knees, all these muscles around the outside of your legs get tight. So we want a little bend in the knees. We want to open these muscles. Bottom has a little tilt forward, shoulders are back. Chin stays back, nice and tight in your spine and your belly. Let's take a big breath here. Inhale. As you inhale, lift your toes off the floor. Spread them out in your shoes if you can. And exhale, push those toes into the floor. One more time. Lift those toes, spread them apart. Toes are your second defense against falling, critical to your balance. And exhale, push those toes into the floor. Now, toes stay rooted. Connect your brain to your feet. Let's bring your weight forward to the balls of your feet. Bring your weight forward to your toes. Just come into your toes, sit on those toes, heel stay on the ground, and exhale back to center. So we're just swaying forward, working on our sway envelope, working on our limits of stability. How far can you go onto those toes before you have to take a step? And exhale back to center. Inhale away from center. And exhaling back to center. So just moving forward. Let's bring that right hand forward, coming forward, just swinging that right hand forward. We're going to come around to 11 o'clock, thinking of the clock, just a little turn here and bringing it back to center. So we're just moving a little bit, coming forward onto the toes, turning the hips, a little turn to 11 o'clock, and coming back to center. A little bigger turn, here we go, coming forward to 12 o'clock, turning your hips. Right hip comes forward, left hip drops back. We're going to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, turning yourself back to center. Coming over on the left, forward to 12 o'clock, onto those toes, turning your hips, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, bringing yourself back to center. Right hand coming forward onto the toes. Left hip comes forward, right hip drops back. So we're going to take it to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock's as far as we can go unless we turn our upper back. So we're going to turn ourselves coming back to center. Left hand comes forward to 12 o'clock, turning. The right hip comes forward, left hip drops back as we come around 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock's as far as we can go, and we come back to center. So let's just move our center of balance to the right. Feel the weight go to the edge of the foot, to the back of the heel, and come back to center. Left hand coming forward, 12 o'clock. Coming around, feel the weight go to the outside edge of the foot, to the back of the heel, and come back to center. So let's bring both arms forward, coming forward onto the toes, and back to center. 2 more times. Let's take it forward to the balls of the feet, take it forward to the toes. Connect your brain to your feet. Feel all of the weight coming forward. Feel the muscles around the top. Whoa, whoa, limits of stability. And taking it back to center. And 1 more time coming forward. Inhale. And exhaling. Now keep your toes on the floor. We're going to take it to the heels. Let's inhale to the heels. Toes stay down. So it's really subtle. We're not moving a lot. Everything nice and tall. I'm shifting my weight to the back of the heels and coming back to center. Taking it to the heels. Working on your sway envelope. Feel all the muscles on the back of your legs working nice and tight. Coming back to center. And 1 more time. Inhale to the heels. And exhale to center. So we've gone forward and backwards. Now let's take it to the side. Let's bring it out to the right. So as I'm coming, I'm shifting my weight to the right. Big toe, ball of the foot stays on the floor. No weight over here. Everything's loaded on the right foot. And bring it back to center. So feel all those toes pushing in as you're coming over to the left, outside edge of that left foot. Feel all those muscles working and bringing it back to center. Inhale to the right. And exhale. And 1 more time, taking it over to the left. And exhaling back to center. Let's bring it forward, coming forward to the balls of the feet, to the toes, covering all areas, and taking it back to center. Let's take it to the heels. Inhale and exhale. Let's take it to the right. Outside edge, ball of the foot stays on the floor, big toe working together. And 1 time on the left. Inhale and exhale. Let's form a ball on the right. Arms come up, wrists cross, right hand comes to the top, left hand drops. Top hands between your chin and your sternum, bottom hands around your belly button. Let's move our ball. Coming forward, 12 o'clock. Coming around, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Weight comes to the back of the heel. I drop my ball at 12, coming back to center. Inhale. Coming around, 11 o'clock, toes, outside edge of the foot brings me 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock I'm on my heel, turning my hips, coming back to center, dropping my ball, picking it up over here. 1 o'clock, nice lift, nice and tall on your spine, moving your ball, outside edge of the foot, back of the heel, turning your hips, coming back to center. Let's take 1 more trip on the left, coming over. 11 o'clock, turn your hips, come around, outside edge of the foot, back of the heel, inside edge of the heel, turn your hips, coming back to center. Let's lift that right hand, inhale, uncross, exhale. As you're dropping your hands, your knees come up.